never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas, my Chiefs Taylor Swift stay red T too pop. We be too Westwood, nose be too. Moving won't leave like tennis that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big back, tube sock. Fell in love with my mirror, married that your crew not. With the world wide give. Why?
Same troop, I just had to read it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and get it. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that.
Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 5, Anthony
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. You look at Minnesota. Greg, it's another pressure-packed game for them, and the atmosphere here couldn't be any better.
They're no stranger to this kind of situation. They're used to it by now. And with a trip to the finals at stake, I think they'll be at their sharpest tonight.
Now, here's McDaniel. Back to Conley. That one's in. His first shot this game.
He's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Outside, Levine. On the wing, DeRozan. Murray outside. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Randle with the bucket.
That's strong, and it's athletic. Left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randle, tough matchup.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
When I asked him about the challenges his team will face going up against DeMar DeRozan, coach said it doesn't matter what kind of defense you throw at him. DeMar is so good getting to his comfort zones and knocking down shots. What people don't realize is how good of a playmaker he is. They have a tall task to slow him down.
Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Ellis kicks to Sabonis. Outside DeRozan. And so just over a minute and a half played. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Randle. Rebound by Murray.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Ellis. Murray, a screen on McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. Here's DeRozan. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Come on, get back for your Timberwolves.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. McDaniels against DeRozan. Clock at 6. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he sinks the second. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis kicks to Ellis. Over Conley. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. Randle surveying the D. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Ellis against Conley. Out to DeRozan. Outside Levine. Wide open look here for Murray. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. For three, Edwards. Knocks down the three ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 11. Outside DeRozan. Knocked away. Now here's Ellis. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Sabonis. Out to DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Randall just continuing to fight out there, whether you're looking at his career or any individual game. This guy just doesn't back down.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw, no good. Monk's checked in for Sacramento. And he's good on the second. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Sacramento. A 12-point game. DeRozan scanning the floor. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Randall outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 5 points so far.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
Here is Edwards. Over to the left wing. Rebound collected by Levine. The Kings trail by 12 to the inside. Murray, the pass to Levine. It's stolen by Edwards. Randall with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Levine against Randall. Here's Gobert. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Levine. Back to Monk. To the middle. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And here is Conley. Randall passes to McDaniels. Randall dishes to Edwards. 6 to shoot, and Edwards with the stop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by Minnesota. There's Sabonis. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Hart comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Randall outside. With the drive, banked in off the glass. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Randall sneaks up on you athletically with that frame. You could argue he's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Monk with the bounce pass. Now here's Levine. He's covered closely. Bucket is good.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
DiVincenzo against Monk. Back to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. It's Clark with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Clark for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 14. Pass to LaRavia. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. The shot by Monk is no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Clark, that's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Levine with it. Miles passes to LaRavia. Drains the three-pointer. And so it's Minnesota. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
The Kings trail by 13. We've got Naz Reid. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's Sabonis. Reed with the block. DiVincenzo against Carter. Now DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Alexander Walker on the wing. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Shoots. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Sabonis' screen on DiVincenzo. Monk outside. Rebound Minnesota.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
You can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here is Carter following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Monk outside. And the three off target.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Kings trail by 17. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Monk outside. Three-pointer. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make. Minnesota leading by 17. Pass to Minot. Here's Alexander Walker. A three ball. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And then Monk with the jam.
One thing Monk is known for is that vertical.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Here's Reed over Sabonis. Reed misses. The Kings trail by 15. Carter down low. Defended by DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. Timeout called by the Kings. Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Zach LaVine's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for Carter. Against Ellis. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Conley and Ellis with the block. LaVine deciding where to go with it. He gets that one. LaVine's got his second bucket tonight.
Good job by LaVine fighting for that position.
Outside Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Bangs on the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Sabonis kicks to Ellis. Edwards against Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Monk with a screen on Reed. Lyles no good. Timberwolves leading by 14. Now here's Conley. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Monk grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Lyles. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Conley. And here's Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Levine who brings it up for Sacramento. It's a 16-point game. Ellis outside. Outside Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And the two-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, can throw it down with the best of them.
Outside Edwards. Has to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Levine. Now here's Reed. Here's the three. Rebounded by Ellis.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Monk kicks to Ellis. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Nice D from Levine. The Kings trail by 14. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Lyles. Here's Ellis from downtown. Buries it from three-point range. Ellis has got 5 down.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Sacramento also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. And it's DeRozan in for Trey Lyles. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Randall against DeRozan. Randall left side. 5 on the clock. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The strength and the quickness and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Ellis kicks to Valanciunas. Levine with it. He's got 6. Valanciunas inside. Gobert on it. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Conley's shot is off. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Monk. DeRozan bounce pass. Ellis kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Levine for the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:37 left in the first half. DiVincenzo against Levine. Gobert, no good. The Kings trail by 13. Levine passes to DeRozan. Inside. And Levine throws it down.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. Levine has enough sprint to convert there through the contact.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Now a veteran in this league. Levine wants to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
1:06 left in the second quarter. DiVincenzo with this screen for Randall. And the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now Randall right now going to town on the defense and taking over this game.
Outside, Levine. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Sometimes you run the 2-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
Murray kicks to Sabonis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Over Levine. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to rule them out, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Still interesting to see if in this second half he can find ways to get to those same spots.
The Kings trail by 13 on the court for Sacramento. The post-pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Levine wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Levine's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Kings. Outside Edwards. No one near Randle as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Murray. Levine up top from the arc. Another three for Sacramento.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Randle outside. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Kings. On the wing, Levine. Edwards defending. Edwards against Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Randle with the ball. He's covered by Murray. Gobert with the screen on Murray. Randle with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
The Kings trail by 8. DeRozan finds Sabonis. Now here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over McDaniel. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. DeRozan's got his second basket.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
And here's Conley outside. Out to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Now Ellis. He has 5. Outside, Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good with the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Randle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Randle can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Randall. All free throws good from Randall. Timeout called by the Kings.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
All right, let's move on to the court. Come on, get back. Timberwolves.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Murray outside. In the corner, it's Levine. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one. The Kings trail by 11. Outside, Sabonis. Outside, Levine. Over Edwards. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 21 points for Zach LaVine.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Randall passes to Edwards. Back to Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Randall, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
For Minnesota, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That free throw good from Randall. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 10. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Outside, Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. No good from outside. The Kings trail by 8. Outside DeRozan. Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. From outside, off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And Randall throws it down.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Pass to DeRozan. Sacramento moving it around. Screen by Sabonis. Levine's shot is on. Timberwolves leading by 10. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
On the wing, Levine. Edwards defending. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Levine for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 13 points in the second half. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rosen dishes to Murray. And here is Ellis. Sabonis sets the pick for Ellis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here's the break. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Kings. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Edwards. For 3, Murray. They get it again. DeRozan against Edwards. Over in the corner, Ellis. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ellis has got 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Conley sets a screen for McDaniel. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Sabonis' screen on McDaniel. DeRozan for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's time for this. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Know it's your move.
group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Kings, Lyles checked in for Murray. Malik Monk comes in for Levine. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ellis. Now here's DiVincenzo. Randle down low, covered by Lyles. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 8-point game. Outside Sabonis. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Sacramento moving it around. Here's DeRozan. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. It's Randle with the drive. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Sabonis. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Shoots over Reid. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Sabonis. Alexander Walker passes to Randle. Offline with his three.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Randle. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Randle's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Clark. Sabonis sets the big for Fultz. Lyles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 9. To Alexander Walker. Clark outside. Now here's Randle. Covered by Lyles. Randle outside. No good with the layup. It's stolen by Randle. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a flatter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander Walker. Then there's Reid. And it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Reid. To the wing right side. Garza no good. The Kings trail by 9. And here's Levine. And there's the drive. On its way from Monk for 2. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by the Kings. Monk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ellis outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas tries the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Ellis. The Kings trail by 9. Outside, Levine. There's the 3. The shot, no good. Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Outside, Edwards. Fires the 3. The shot will not fall.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Floats it up for Monk. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
And then Levine with the jam.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now.
You can't do.
Check in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Conley, the pass to Miller. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
That free throw good from Miller.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Trey Lyons. Both good from the line that time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
On the wing, Monk. Edwards defending. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Now back to Reed. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside, Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And the basket by Edwards.
And certainly they are